So, South Park Season 20, Episode 1, title, Member Berries. Now, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out, in the first half of this show, what they meant by member berries, or the first quarter. But either way, this whole episode centers around three topics: the presidential election, the national anthem, and internet trolling. Now, the beginning of the episode was really funny because, and before they even got into the joke, I knew it was funny because no one ever attends the female volleyball team games. No one ever attended. I remember in the last game, everyone went to the cockfight, the magic cockfight, the cockfight games. But in this season, everyone just attended to see who all would sit or stand during the national anthem, which is the whole controversy in our real world. And I love how South Park always touches on sensitive topics. And in each episode, if you notice or not, they always have a famous star. And in this episode, the famous star was J.J. Abrams, who rebooted a lot of shows. He did the scripts. He rewrote the scripts for a lot of shows, and he also did one of my favorite shows ever, Fringe. Love Fringe. But we go into internet bullying with Cartman. Kyle thinks SKANKHUNT42 is Cartman, but it's a twister at the end of this episode is to who SKANKHUNT42 is, because she or he is basically bullying kids online. And we go into the presidential election, fuck them all to death, with Mr. Garrison, aka the giant douche, and Hillary Clinton, aka the turd sandwich. Now, I love how Mr. Garrison had the tan. You know how he's missing his bald plate, and he has a tan from his chin all the way back. Only thing he was missing was the comb over. So the town basically went to J.J. Abrams' house for him to do a reboot of the national anthem, because we know in the real world controversy of the national anthem and how Colin Kaepernick settled while they sang the national anthem, and how it started the whole controversy. And it's funny because Colin Kaepernick, he was in the episode. He was actually in the episode. You should have saw him with his cornrows. And surprisingly, by the time this episode ended, he didn't know whether to sit or stand or sit. He was just confused. I'm guessing it was because J.J. Abrams rewrote the national anthem so good it confused everyone. But we go into Mr. Garrison. Now, Mr. Garrison plays the perception of Donald Trump, meaning if he win the presidential seat, he don't know what to do in office, and if he quit, he'll look like a fool, and if he win, he'll look like a fool as well. He did a real good job on that too. And Caitlyn Jenner was supposed to be his VP. I don't know what they're doing. It's basically garbage, but it basically reflects on what's going on in today's world. Now, I'm guessing they recently made this episode because that Colin Kaepernick whole controversial came about, I think 2 or 3 months ago. So they must have made that episode real quick. And it's funny because Mr. Garrison he went up for an interview, and they basically told Mr. Garrison, what are your plans for when you get into office? Because we have numerous videos of you saying that you're gonna fuck them all to death. Fuck all the immigrants to death. That's why I can't keep a straight face. He was gonna fuck them all to death. And he said no, he didn't say that. So they replayed all the clips, and in all the clips he said that. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. Now, sorry about that. My dog was making noise in the background. I had to settle him down. But after where was I? Yes, Mr. Garrison in his interview. We go into Randy. How can I forget Randy? Randy and his bullshit of he basically thought the whole election was garbage. Randy, he always makes the episode funny. He thought the turd sandwich and the giant douche were like basically stupidity. He was basically the mind of the people in that episode. And the member berries came from, apparently they got these berries that talk to you, but they basically bring up stuff from the past, and it's supposed to somewhat mellow you out. But in the end, Randy came to his senses and tossed out all the berries because the berries started remembering all type of stuff. Remember no ISIS, remember same-sex marriage. But other ways, biggest twist to this story was at the end, Mr. Broflovski. I don't know if you guys remember, but Mr. Broflovski, in the Yelp episode, he thought he was a reviewer. Sorry for laughing so much, but I decided to review this episode because, review this season and this series because love South Park. Watch every episode. I didn't wash my Cartman shirt, so I didn't have it on tonight. But either ways, I hope you guys like the review. Definitely go check out the episode and let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. And subscribe if you haven't. What else? If I miss anything out, count it as you didn't get a spoiler. So I hope you guys like it. I'm definitely going to be reviewing the whole season. So I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. Definitely. Like, the funniest part was like almost close to the end. And Kyle is out to find out who SKANKHUNT42 is. And I love how Cartman had on Token Life Matters shirt. Play on Black Lives Matters. They just went all the way in on this episode. And I loved it. Loved it. And they always touch on real world topics. So that's another thing too. So what else? Fuck them all to death.